Okay, so we are back though. Not sure where I left off at though. I did run out of battery. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. That is why I went ahead and basically created the battery, or created the battery. Yes, I am the inventor of the battery. That is right. You did not know that. No. That's why I opted to go ahead and get basically batteries for the camera though, and a charger, so that way in these long-winded or basically segments though of showing off game cards like this though, talking about the game, that sort of thing, that we will have ample opportunity. So we have a sealed, now you guys probably didn't see this, but if you did, great. If not, this was a sealed box of SimCity. The box is in pretty decent shape. Didn't cost me a lot. I'm pretty sure I can find another one. But what I picked it up for was, of course, the obvious part here, and that is basically to share it with you guys, talk about the SimCity game, because you know that is also part of the fun. Of course, you know, getting into the wrapper though was always kind of the challenge, and so I'm going to see if we can get in there though using a little bit of care and going after the where the book is. Let's see if that might help us. There we go, maybe. Oh, yeah, okay. One step at a time. We'll get in here. So this will have our there used to be, I guess too late now, but in some instances sometimes there would be basically a place where you could actually get these opened up by pulling on basically a tab. Okay, so here's where we're going to basically grab our owner's manual. So that is the other reason why I picked up some basically sealed versions of the set though, is because I may not necessarily remember where the actual manuals were or are, and so by going ahead and picking up a sealed starter deck, I can always go to that. So of course, you in the sealed deck, you have yourself as the mayor, and then you have your cards, which basically are what you use to play the game, like with any card game. So basically, as an instance here, you, as an example I should say, give you guys a chance to read that there. So you get, like in this case, you get the title, which is basically the biggest part here, Forest Yosemite National Park. You have a photo of it to give you an idea as to what it might be as well. You have some special boxes which may essentially do certain things though. A stats box and services. So basically these are color coded as well. So gray is city services. These are the operating elements to your city. Green are undeveloped land. Orange is a residential, brown is industry, and blue is commercial. So undeveloped is of course terrain of the world played as it is discovered. Orange is where your Sims, the residents of your city, would reside. Industry is where the Sims make things, and commercial is where Sims work and buy. You have red, which is a government. So your government is, of course, your Sims government. A light blue would be agriculture, and gold would be a special, unusual locations. These cards are not considered residential, commercial, or industry blocks, even if the subject card would suggest. And then it goes to give you a more in-depth description of each of those, basically, or this more in-depth description about like special boxes and stuff. I'll just hold it up here, guys. You can read or pause it as you want. I'm not going to. Stat box. The stat box contains important statistical information. Basically, it tells you what the background color suggests the phase of the game during the card can be played first. White, phase 1, settlement, earliest stages of growth, as people settle the wilderness and build farms. A green, phase 2, is a village, the nucleus of a settlement. Tan is phase 3, which is your city, and pink gets you to phase 4, which is metropolitan or metropolitan, great city, has progressed to become a major urban center. So on the cards though, bring this up here for you guys to see. Yeah, okay. Maybe doing that isn't going to be helpful. Let's try. Alright, so anyway, basically when you look at the bottom of the card though, there's a $sign, which is the value of the box. Their value is base amount earned when the card is played. Sims provided is basically a little people icon, and then you also would get a basically Sims required is the number of Sims required to be connected to the card for it to be legally played. You then also have basically a little gun that represents crime. And basically then you have a little wheel disc with basically what is denoted for pollution though. Could also be denoting radioactivity. This is a box that rates how the block contributes to your city's pollution problem. The number adds to the pollution problem if the symbol is black, subtracts from the problem if the symbol is green. The pollution value is primarily used to determine the impact on certain events in your card, or certain cards to your city or on your city. And then you get into actually how you begin to build your city though. Give you guys a chance to check out that. So once you lay out your city though, you begin to build it. Then it also becomes a basically a chapter of going from the initial build to upgrading your city blocks, rezoning city blocks, scoring the placement of a city block, special rules for calculating bonuses, and you can then go into your phases, which basically talks about which we mentioned though. So you got your first phase, your second phase, and then your third and fourth phase. So I put those up. Politics of a big city. And some additional information back here. Now I'm not gonna. I will, if you guys want, I will revisit that though in the future. If you guys have any more questions. So we're going to go ahead and actually just kind of, we've got our cards already here. And we're going to go ahead and move these cards out of the way, because that was from our booster pack. We're going to keep Yosemite up there for us, and we will then go ahead and take a look at our cards that came in the starter deck. And let's see, where are we at here at this point though? Okay, I think what we're going to do is that we are going to go ahead and we'll come back and take a look at those here in just a bit. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a great day.